At the Doral Arrowwood in Rye Brook on September 20th, a special evening as Westfair Communications, publisher of the Westchester County Business Journal, the Fairfield County Business Journal, and WAG Magazine, honored the 2018 Westchester County Doctors of Distinction, members of the local medical community who were recognized for their dedication, expertise, accomplishments, and compassionate care. The presenting sponsor was the law firm of Brown, Gaujon, Krause, and Sasto. The gold sponsor was the Cannell Group of J.P. Morgan Securities. The first speaker was Max G. Gaujon.
Tonight we have the privilege of hosting Westchester County's Doctors of Distinction. The 13 men and women who are being honored this evening have not only represented the profession with excellence, but they've also inspired us with their commitment to their work in serving our community. Whether it's female trailblazers Drs. Tanya Dutta or Boriana Pervez, or biomedical breakthrough winner Dr. Jeremy Hill, they've all gone above and beyond in helping their patients, and in doing so, helping Westchester County.
My name is Justin Dembo. I'm an executive director and partner of the Cannell Group at J.P. Morgan Securities. We'd personally like to thank all the doctors for all that they do for their patients' families, as well as the community in general.
I think we all realize that we are just one face of the whole team, and I see the rest of the team here because they play a much bigger role in what our award is. So to all the other members of the team, for all the honorees, I want to personally congratulate you for all that you do, family and your work colleagues for the members.
My name is Tim Hughes, and I'm a vice president at New York Presbyterian Lawrence Hospital. I am not Mitchell Benson. But I have the distinct pleasure of working with Dr. Benson each and every day. And I can tell you that his dedication and his intent every day to get up and make patients' lives and people's lives better is incredible. And we all at New York Presbyterian are proud to be part of his journey.
This award is for a commitment to research, and research is something that, unfortunately, for better or worse, has become an extracurricular activity for the contemporary physician in academic practice, with less external funding and even decreasing internal funding for research. It has become an extracurricular activity, something that really is fundamentally important, really enriches my professional life, and stimulates sort of my brain in ways that clinical medicine doesn't at times. And I try to view research organically and try to look in my practice for questions and uncertainties that I may be able to look into more deeply and I may be able to find some answers for to improve practice and to improve patients' experiences as well. One of my interests is in shared decision-making for prostate cancer screening and prostate cancer treatment. So I've tried to delve into that from a medical, sort of psychological, and sociological point of view.
Thank you so much for inviting me here for this award. I think this is such an exciting time to be a cardiologist, and especially as a female cardiologist. Since the time I started training until now, there's been an incredible increase in awareness of heart disease among women, both among the lay public as well as all healthcare providers. And I think it's become such an important part of our public health to realize that women have heart disease in great numbers, but in very different ways. And I've been very excited to be a part of that from the beginning.
I'm really humbled first to stand together with all the other honorees. Everybody is so accomplished and really had contributed so much throughout the year for the well-being of all our citizens here of Westchester. I am also very grateful to all the organizers of this program and also the sponsors of this program.
It's an award that really belongs to the entire Open Door team, those who are here this evening, and many others who are not. Because without the men and women of Open Door, we wouldn't be able to take care of tens of thousands of some of the most vulnerable patients here in Westchester County. Many people don't know Open Door or what a community health center is. And I'll describe who our patients are. So the great majority of our patients in Open Door are lower income American citizens and immigrants. Many of these immigrants are recently arrived immigrants. As a rule, and there are some who don't really fit the rule, but as a rule, they are extremely family-oriented people, very hardworking, toiling in often extremely low-paying jobs.
When you go on these trips, you really get back to the reasons that we all went into this field to begin with. And these kind of trips have a way of distilling medicine down to its essence and reminding us what a good thing it is that we do. It's also very humbling to see these physicians in other places who are very bright and very motivated, want to do a great job, and do incredible things with very little. And so it's also a very good reminder that what we think we've achieved in life is maybe sometimes more out of our circumstances of having been born into a wealthy and privileged country, and less about what great people we are.
Our second Land Too Far winner is Dr. Michael Grasso, urologist at Phelps Hospital, but he was unable to attend this evening.
So our business is really a 24/7 business. Liver transplantation really is a kind of jump in the car and jump on the plane and go get an organ, no matter what time of day it is or whether it's snowing, or it doesn't matter. And I think that, you know, in a family that imposes a few burdens in terms of our day-to-day life, which I think we've done pretty well in managing with the help of family and au pairs, lots of au pairs, and lots of help.
So I feel like our family expanded to the entire transplant team, who obviously works very hard with us and to make this happen. I always tell the patients also that they're part of our family. In fact, they get married to us somehow, when they get a transplant, and I always tell them that because they'll be with us for life, right? They need medication for life, they need follow-up for life, so somehow it expanded into, an extremely large family now.
What inspires me from day to day is to remember that we live in a world in which a person who could only move one muscle, or only even unreliably move that one muscle, could nonetheless become a world-class, world-changing physicist. Well, it's a no-brainer to be inspired by Stephen Hawking, right? But to me, it's been an even greater privilege, even more humbling experience to work with some of the less famous people who have equally debilitating or even greater problems, because they may extend to impairing their ability to think.
I'm actually very proud to say that I lead a nearly entirely female team that kills it every single day and does an amazing, amazing job. I also have an amazing team at home with my wonderful husband and our 3 beautiful children, and my parents are here today, and I think if I needed them to move the world, they would not give up trying to move it for me, and for that I'm eternally grateful.
Over the last 20 years, I've had the good fortune to work at both New York Medical College and Westchester Medical Center, based in Valhalla, as a clinician, teacher, researcher, and administrator. I graduated medical school 50 years ago. I can attest to the many advances that have taken place during the past half-century, some of which occurred in Westchester. One example is AIDS, a disease that was 100% fatal, is now treatable as an outpatient condition. In cardiology, my area, there's been a marked reduction in the rate of heart attack and stroke, in part related to studies by Regeneron, based here in Tarrytown. In my own research, I was privileged to work with all the new treatments for cardiovascular disease since 1972 in over 250 clinical trials supported by both industry and government.
It's been great to meet and to hear about everyone's careers tonight and then the opportunities in Westchester. And just something that motivated me to go into medicine in the first place, and I think helped me get into medical school, was that I saw that in medicine, you really have the opportunity to just have a very profound career and where you find a sense of purpose every day. I know that as a pre-medical student, now a medical student, I wake up every day just feeling a sense of purpose. I don't have to look for it. I don't have to try to find it, meditate on it. And that's something I don't think we should take for granted.